Hello, clever people, and welcome to my review for Smallfoot. So Smallfoot is a new animated movie based off of the lore of Bigfoot, where basically there's a bunch of Yetis that are living in the high regions of a mountain surrounded by clouds, and after one of the Yetis thinks that he has an encounter with what are known as the Smallfoot, which are these small creatures with small feet, and he decides that he wants to go look for one. So he goes below the clouds and he goes to a town and he finds a Smallfoot. And he wants to bring it back up there to show them that Smallfoot do exist, because there's a lot of questions on if they exist or not, just like Bigfoot in our world. It's kind of confusing though, because they have the whole rumor about small feet, so you think that the movie would revolve around characters that were big Bigfoots. I don't know how to say that, but Bigfoots, but it doesn't. It revolves around Yetis, which was a little bit weird, but besides that, that's just a weird consistency thing. I did not really have much excitement for Smallfoot. I thought that the premise was kind of dumb. I didn't really know where it was gonna go. I didn't really care about it. It was just another animated kids movie that was coming out, and for what it is, it's not bad. Like, Smallfoot is a very harmless, very gentle movie that has a pretty good message and actually a few decent songs in it. What I was not expecting was that Smallfoot would be a musical. That was not advertised at all. So when I went into this movie and there were like 6 musical numbers in it, I was completely shocked, but a lot of them are pretty good, especially the one with Common. He has a song about the small feet, and it's really, really good. And it's actually a song I would listen to on my own time. The rest of them are pretty forgettable, but it's not like it's bad, catchy pop music. It's actually okay. It relates to the movie pretty well. The lyrics make sense. It's not like it's just a bunch of random weird lyrics. And the whole lore about the idea of the people in the village and what they believe is underneath the mountain and stuff, they had some interesting commentary on religion for sure, because they believe that there are these 4 elephants that are holding up the mountain, and then there's a group of skeptics that are like, well, then who are holding them up and what's underneath, you know? And they always have to do the jobs to make the elephants like them, so they all just do a bunch of jobs and they don't really question it. And they had some interesting commentary there on religion and everything, which was a bit smarter than I was expecting the movie to go. It's not a dumb kids movie for sure. It gives them themes to think about, you know, judging people based off of the past and when to forgive people. And it's strong messages for kids' movies. The issue is the rest of the movie is very condescending to kids. The script does that kids movie thing where a character is facing a dilemma and they say out loud what the dilemma is. They say out loud their thoughts so that they can explain it to the kids, which I've never liked. I think kids should have to figure out what the dilemma of a character is. If a character is having a dilemma on what to do, they should out loud say what their dilemma is. The kids should try to figure it out. That's how you raise smart kids, and unfortunately, Smallfoot doesn't do that on a lot of different occasions. The rest of the movie is fine though. The voice acting is good, the animation is pretty good, and like I said, the messages and the symbols for religion and other aspects of society, it's all pretty good. And the movie as a whole isn't terrible. It isn't like great or anything, but I think it's a cute kids movie. It's nothing that I would ever see again. I wouldn't suggest it to anyone unless they had kids, but if you want to take your kids to a movie that you won't be dreading seeing, then Smallfoot is not a bad option. I will give Smallfoot a 5.75 out of 10. Alright, that concludes my review for Smallfoot. So, what are your thoughts on this film, or what's your favorite animated movie? Comment in the comment section below and let me know. I'm Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.